and welcome back to another video from the Professor Kids. So today I decided to record another scratch video. Cause if you haven't seen the last video, my coding animations, Geronimo, Stilton, and the secret agent right here on my channel, I'll link it in the description. So in that, I said at the end of the video, when we were ending chapter 4, that to comment down below what do you think happened next. So I'm going to end it right here to give a little suspense. What is going on? What's happening? So I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you like my animation. And please comment down below how they were. And again, I'll send some links in the description to them so you guys can see on your own. So in this video, I'll be revealing that. And also showing the rest of it. So let's get right into it. And also, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and also like this video. Alright, so like I said, let's get into it. So here's my studio. We left off on chapter 4. Now let's watch chapter 5. So right here in the instruction it says press any key to see the intro to this chapter. So I'm going to tell you guys how am I able to make these intros just separately, not like using the animation. So I thought it would be more easier and better to actually put the intro separately instead of doing it in the animation. Because if nobody wants to see the intro, like they know what's going on, and they just want to get right into it, they don't really need to go through it. So let me show you the block. So if you go to events right here, it's this block. Once any space pressed. So you can actually see right here all the letters, all the numbers. For example, I do down arrow. So if and put some code here, like probably think So actually, I'm doing this code in the main character only, Geronimo Stilton. So look, so when I press the down arrow, let me save this first of all. So when you go here, I press the down arrow. Tell me I can do this. Right here. So now I press, yeah, there you go. It worked. So like I said, if I press the arrow key, it'll do that action. So let's keep this here. So that's what it works. That's how it works for this block right here. And that's how I'm able to do the intros, which is optional. Alright, so like I said, let's get back. Right. Alright, let's play it. So the intro, I press any key now. So press tell me when it's over, Cornelius! You must not know why I'm falling into this hole. Well, here's what happened. So after I met Veronica at Cornelius's house, we sat in a book room together, and then suddenly the carpet rolled up, and I start falling down this steep tunnel along with Cornelius. Well, I do not know where it might lead to, but I'm sure that Cornelius knows. Alright, so the intro was demonstrating what happened last chapter after Geronimo met Cornelius' sister, Veronica. So now, you guys have been waiting for this. What happens next? Geronimo, welcome to my secret base. Whoa, so big. I eventually found myself in a secret lab. The 00K secret lab. There was a computer area, and there was a mega globe with a map of the world, basically. Instruments for scientific analysis, control stations for the wind tunnels, garages for the 00 cars, motorbikes, planes, and etc. Lift for the 00 vehicles, secret exits for the 00 vehicles, and also a secret dock for 00 boats. So we're gonna have to do a bit of waiting. It is working. Just the seconds, I think I put it and put it a bit too long.
Geronimo,
Yep.
let me tell you why you're here. You have other things to worry about. If anybody reads this paper, they can figure out where you live, who are your friends, and where did you go on vacation, and etc. Your life's one open book. This is dangerous, Geronimo. If an evil rodent wanted to hurt, play, or even play a trick on you, they would have no problem. It would be like taking cheese from a young mouse's leg.
Geronimo, if you have any problem, just call me.
Alright, so some part we had to do a bit of waiting there, so let me explain why. So, for instance, when Geronimo played his part, then it was Cornelius's turn. So, for example, recording 3, he played recording 3, which is this one, which is about like 4 seconds or so. Like, I usually round them, and then I have to use this block called wait for this much seconds. So I put wait 60 seconds. Wait 60 seconds. So apparently that was a bit too long. So actually if I didn't use the wait block, then everything would start overlapping. Like they were all speaking over each other, which will sound confusing. Like, what are they saying and what are they doing? What is happening? So that's why I have to include the block. And sometimes it would be a bit long, so please don't mind that. Just gotta be patient. So now moving on to the next chapter. Now we finished chapter 5, time for chapter 6. So this time I did not add an intro to this chapter, and the chapter 6 name is What a Great Day. Alright, so there's a lot of code I used here. Similar is tying up with the first one. I think the first chapter has the most code, but sooner or later we'll come to realize which chapter took the most code. So this time there is another character, not Cornelius. And right here, he plays a role right there. And then there is another, Sprite 1. So that, I believe, is the male. You'll find out why is this there. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, let's begin.
What a great day. Good morning, Priscilla. What meeting? Gotta get my notes ready. If I don't get my notes ready, Grandfather would have my tail. Oh no, I left the window open. The mail's gonna fly out, and if I lose it, it's gonna be big trouble. Gotta get...
So that's what the mail right there, that's extra Sprite for the mail, was used for. Right, so like I explained in the last chapter, in chapter 5, why I have to use these wait blocks, and sometimes they could take some time. Or actually, the animation ended. Okay. So that didn't take some time. Alright. So if you've seen this character, her name is Priscilla, She's a co-worker of Geronimo's in the Rodents Gazette. Apparently, I wasn't able to voice her because I did not know how am I going to voice a girl. Like, it would be a bit difficult, so I decided not to. Alright, so let's get moving on to the next chapter. Alright, so we're on chapter 7 right here. So the chapter 7's name is I Think I Lost It. Alright, so here, the instructions. There is no intro to this chapter, but when Geronimo tells that he lost something, press your arrow keys left, right, up, and down to see the reaction of the other people in the meeting. Okay, so what this is trying to say there's no intro. Like I said, I might not be doing intros on all chapters. I think there isn't an intro for the rest of them, but okay. So what it means by when Geronimo tells he lost something. So when Geronimo says he lost the envelope, you can see all these other cats in the meeting, like all the other people in the meeting. So, if you want to look at their reaction, you can press the arrow keys to look at their reaction. Alright, so let's go inside. So now, this is going to get a bit complicated because there is so much people. And there's also a sprite, which is a table. Well, yes. Meeting, the Rodents Gazette. So this is a meeting. So I'm pretty sure this is the main character, Geronimo. So like here, it says, I unfortunately lost it. Right here, this is under the other meeting, folks. Here. Or actually, this is Geronimo's grandson. I mean, no, not grandson, grandfather. And here we have another, oh yeah, this is the president of the, who's gonna come. And this is actually another. These are all, these 4 other characters are all office mates. Like they're co-workers. So right here, press space, press up arrow, press down arrow, press right arrow. So this is supposed to be left, I'm pretty sure. Left. So there's already right. So this is left. Alright, so let's get started. There is no intro, like I said.
Grandson? What are you doing here? The meeting has already started and you are late. Good morning, gentle mice. I will be briefing you today. Before I start, there is a very valuable rare envelope on Geronimo's desk. Can Mr. Geronimo Stilton please go get the envelope? Grandson, are you sleeping? Did you hear what Mr. Ramblesnout said?
Oh, this is Mr.
There
Ramblesnout.
is a really rare document inside of an envelope with a red seal on your desk. Go get it now. Unfortunately, I lost it. What? I want that document here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Got?
So that is the chapter. It's a bit short, I know. It's just about the meeting, what happens. So, like I said. Oh yes, and I even forgot to show you what they react. So let's do that.
Valuable rare
Alright, this is the part. This is the part.
Geronimo's desk. Can Mr. Geronimo Stilton please go get the envelope? Grandson, are you sleeping? Did you hear what Mr. Ramblesnout said? There is a really rare document inside of an envelope with a red seal on your desk. Go get it now. Unfortunately, I lost it. What? I want that document here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Got?
So if you just saw, I clicked the arrow keys and then all of them decide to show reactions. That how he lost it. So these are all the mice's reaction. Or I should say cats, but in the Geronimo Stilton book, there is actually a mice here, right? Alright, so on to the next one. Alright, so this is chapter 8. How hard can it be? Could it be? No, can it? So right here, there is no intro to this chapter. Let's go inside. this is Geronimo Stilton, and this is his grandfather right here. So this is all the code used for this chapter. There is a lot of think, and there's a lot of think parts in this right here, and this is all right. So let's begin. Alright, so I realized there is no voicing to this, so let me show right here. Alright, let's start. Alright. Geronimo, do you have any idea what is inside this envelope? It's the deed to this land. This document is proof that we own the road and Gazette property. If anybody got in the hands, they do. This is bad. I need to find that envelope by 9 a.m. tomorrow. It can't be hard. Fine, I can make a list. Be calm. Ask friends for help. Call the weather mouse to check the direction and the speed. Trace a possible route that the envelope might have taken. Get going and bring Cheesy Chews on the way. Right. So there's his list. Uh-oh, nobody's picking up. This is not good. Alright, so he called the weather mouse. There was the phone right here. Called the weather mouse. Alright, so that's it. So first he tried to call the weather mouse. Alright, so I'm pretty sure he called the weather mouse that time, but nobody picked up this time. So let's move on to the next chapter, and I'm probably going to wrap it up there. The next chapter. Okay. Alright, right here. So I think chapter 9 is I am your biggest fan. So then the instruction is when the part comes, if he's going to the weather station, press your space bar to reply. So actually, in at the part where he's calling the weather mouse, the space bar is going to be the reply of the weather mouse. So I believe in the story it says the weather mouse is female. So like I said earlier in the video, I could not actually act the female part. So it would be it sounded very weird and all. So that's why I wasn't able to do it. So that's when I decide to, when I press space bar, the replies would automatically come up. Alright, so let's get into it. So, Geronimo is the only character for this chapter. It's pretty short, honestly. So, right here, press space, start sound recording. Ooh, no, I don't have time, I just wanted to. So, right here. Oh, wait, so actually, I think I did act like the weather reporter, although she was female. Well, I did not know this. I made this animation a year ago. Like, before I started my YouTube channel. So, let's go right here. Let's do it. Time to call the weather people.
Good morning, my name is Stilton, Geronimo Stilton. I need some information on the direction and the speed of the wind in New Mouse City around 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. No, I don't have time. I just wanted to know about the speed and the direction of the wind.
Okay, so I got it a bit wrong. Like I said, I did this animation a year ago. So this part I didn't actually act as a female. This was actually the reply. So after that, the background would show what is the weather person saying, and he to reply, just press the spacebar from Geronimo's perspective. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Also, comment down below how you like my animation, and also gonna send the link to the studio in the description. And also, don't forget to comment down below what happened next. Alright, I'll see you in my other videos. Goodbye!